Hello everyone, today we're going to be auditing this guy called Simon's profile today, and this is episode 4 doing so. Quick coffee. Awesome, right, so let's get straight into it. For the next few I'm going to be structuring it slightly different for all of them, but further on that when we get to that. So first thing is first, Simon, no BS fitness coach. Nobody really knows what that means, like we just need to be a little bit more specific here. So we'll go through that shortly. Tough love coaching for men and women who want to go from 0 to 100. What does 0 to 100 mean? Turns my heartbreak and insecurities into confidence. There's the too long bio, so I think just the main thing that needs sorting out here is the clarity. We just need to sort the clarity out to make it a lot more just flow, snappy off the bat. Boom, 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 boom. We want it to be fast. We want it to be easy to understand. And then for the link in bio, it's a link tree, so not a great start straight away. But I did take a look, and it's just got all your coaching stuff in it. I recommend just putting a YouTube in there and then having a Calendly to have a call with yourself, just if people are ready to take the next steps. But with it being Instagram, most likely they're not going to be. But further on that shortly. For the story highlights, results, not that one, nutrition, they're both good, so keep them as I have done below. For this one, we don't know what that is, so it's a get rid of, honestly, or at least change it to something with text below so we know what it means. Barley, you've got too many. They're just dupes at this point. I recommend just having a lifestyle instead. Playlist, you could, but you could say like gym playlist, that's something different. Thailand, you've just got too many. As it goes on to the next page. So we just want to stick to 5 minimum, like max even, just to keep it nice and straightforward and not overcomplicated. For the pin posts, actually, I do like how you've got the thumbnails. That's something different and something which I always recommend having. So very good client testimonial, boom, brilliant. We don't know what that is. There's no thumbnail, so we're just gonna say X client testimonial. So we've got 2 testimonials on the pin post. We probably want to only have one and then have 2 separate ones, which we'll go over in a second. So that's good, better than a lot of people so far. Hopefully you guys can, just change some of these things already just from seeing what this guy has done, what he's done wrong, what he's done right. For the profile picture, actually it is good as well, by the way. But yeah, so they look like just random videos where he's trying to go viral. He doesn't really shape himself as an authority figure. Midday works, yeah. So I mean, they're just very average videos for someone who, is a coach. So we'll go over some video ideas and what you can do differently. But views are good. This one very good. But yeah, just not very structured towards your offer. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the changes. So I've added on the name field for men and women because we just want to be a little bit more specific, adds a bit more clarity on who you help, and a little bit more keywords like selection there for people when they search up stuff on Instagram. But yeah, not only that, it just allows your audience then and anyone's audience to understand exactly what it is you do, or people who land on your profile, they know exactly what it is you do, and if you can potentially help them any way, shape or form. And then for the bio, it's just a little bit more off the top, boom, 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 boom. It's just straight to it. The clarity's there. It tells us who he helps, what he does, and it has a DM call to action, which is the most important thing. Taking people to the next steps, giving them direction. And then onto the link in bios, I recommend, like I said, having a YouTube. This will just do a good job of nurturing leads more if they are not ready to buy straight away, which most of the time they are not. So having them directed to YouTube also is a great way to nurture them more, warm them up, and eventually make them turn into buyers. I always recommend following the 7-11-4 rule. and that is 7 hours of content across 11 touch points across 4 different platforms. And that is a study done by Google it's themselves, and they've probably studied that from maybe billions of people, you know. So definitely touch into that. But yeah, so DMCTA incredibly important. For the YouTube, here are a few ideas you could do, which I've done some research on just to make sure they are ranking well. They are, so definitely take advantage over these. Anyone who's in this guy's niche, or if you're not, go to ChatGPT and ask to make these ideas similar to your niche, because the SEO is really good in it, and the sort of wording of what's going to be said is great. So there's that. I also recommend having a Calendly link, so people who are ready to take the next steps can do, and it's just easy. For the story highlights now, results, you already had that, good tick. Now for the one that had swords, I changed it to a start here, and that just allows people to know what, it just gives them a bit more direction on what they can do. And at the end, you can have a call to action, maybe giving them a lead magnet or taking them to, again, the next steps. And that could be booking a call with yourself. So if they're not ready straight away on the link, they can warm up even more. For a reference, story highlights, their job is to warm and pre-qualify leads. So this will do a good job of that. And if they are not ready by the link, they can scroll through a few results, scroll through a few other stuff in the story highlights, get to the start here, and they might be ready. And then nutrition, this is just, again, sort of just showing some behind the scenes type of thing, building trust and relatability, or sort of some people might believe that when you're trying to do fitness, you're trying to be coached, the coach expects you to eat basically shit foods and not very appetizing foods, So having this shows that it is appetizing. Just because you're trying to cut or you're trying to make a lifestyle change, it doesn't mean the food has to be bad, that type of thing. For the lifestyle, this is one of the best ways to show your authority. Now, for the story highlights, it's not the number one way to show it, but the main way to describe authority is having something your ideal persona wants, your ideal client, whatever you want to call it. If they feel emotionally connected by what you eat or how you look, if they want what you have, they are going to build a psychological attraction to you, sort of thing. I don't know how to describe that in a better way, but they are going to see you as an authority figure. They're going to trust what you have to say 100% of the time, because you have something that they want. Therefore, they're just going to be able to trust what you say a lot more, because you have been in their position, or they see you living the life while having what they want. So you could be in Bali and you've got an absolutely insane physique while eating the best fucking foods ever, which aren't specifically healthy. That's what I mean by that. And then here we have gym tips, and this is just a really good one. Just gives a bit of extra free value, warms them up even more. Remember, it's all about warming and pre-qualifying leads to stop people wasting your time, and just having people warmed up even more as they go through the profile, like thing by thing. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. It's all warming up, and the profile, by the end of it, you could have warmed up leads. That's why it's so important to optimize. For the pin posts, having a who I am video, important. Obviously, you already had the client testimonial, but if it's not in this sort of format, please try do one again. Same for anyone. Remember, this video is for everyone, not just this guy. And then a call to action, free plan, or message DM. So this is obviously the lead magnet, and this is what I always say in my videos, where you have to give this. This is where you have the opportunity to give the most diabolically good information away for free. What you would expect people to charge, you are going to give it away for free, just depending on your niche. This could be for anyone. As long as you're giving people something for free in a pin post, they're going to be like, all over it, and emotionally they're going to feel connected and feel like they have to give something back. Therefore, 99% of the time, it's paying. But live example for me, I opted into Alex Hormoz's funnel, and it was like it will still have the offer up, so you could try it yourself. But he was giving away a free chapter of his new book, which is obviously unreleased. Psychologically, you feel like, even though I knew the tricks, it still feels insane giving away something that just not many people can get access to if they don't go through the funnel, if they don't do everything which is needed. So it's just a very, very, very good way to turn just viewers into buyers. So keep that in mind, and just start stacking up a load of things you can give for free and put that in there. It's all going to be related to your niche, of course, nothing not. But you know that by now. Here are a few, I don't know if I showed you these, yes I did. Here are a few video ideas, and then when it comes to when you run out of them, if you do like them, just go into ChatGPT, do a deep research mode and ask it for similar videos in your niche, and put these as example videos in there. But here they are even. Here we go. But yeah, hopefully guys, you have got some value from this and you can take some stuff away. If this all makes sense and you're actually looking to scale your coaching offer, drop me a message on Instagram or book a call with me, a 15-minute free consultation call, and I will give you tons of value even if you don't take the next steps. But yeah guys, take care, and if you want to be next, also drop me a message on Instagram or comment on YouTube in this video and I will do so. Take care guys, see you later.